Okay, students, so now we are going to start a mock interview for our student Rituraj, and this mock is for the post of Assistant Legal Advisor with ONGC. So, Rituraj, first of all, you introduce yourself.
Good morning, sir. My name is Rituraj. I belong to Muzaffarpur, Bihar. I have done my class 10 from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Malda, West Bengal, and class 12 from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Gandhidham, Gujarat. Then after I have completed BA LLB honors from Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law, Punjab. My hobbies are playing outdoor games, watching movies, and cooking.
Okay, so when did you complete your study?
Sir, this year, July 2020.
Okay, so what are your future plans regarding your career?
Sir, I have decided to go for government sector. And since ONGC being a government sector, one gets the opportunity to contribute to a larger scale. So I decided to opt for all the government sector PSU area.
So right now you are interested in joining government sector, but in future, after 10 years, 20 years, where do you see yourself?
Sir, if I join ONGC, then I see myself as in a very senior position, which perform very important tasks of the ONGC.
Okay, so what is the need of legal advisors in ONGC? What
Sir,
type of role do you expect?
So there are multiple reasons for hiring a legal advisor. First, the legal advisor look after the task of litigation side of ONGC, which includes the courtroom proceedings, arbitral proceedings, etc. Then legal advisor also helps in giving best legal advice, which includes the drafting of contracts, which is conducive for the ONGC. Then legal advisor also helps the company to comply with the statutory obligations of the government.
Okay, so have you studied any case of ONGC?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
Any court case, any dispute with any other organization or any body?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
You did not try to check?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
There was a dispute of ONGC with one of the big private company. So do you have some information regarding that?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. So should you have this knowledge or it is not required for you? If you are interested in giving whole life for ONGC and you are a legal advisor, so what must be the first priority?
Sir, first priority, I believe that it should be the dedication, loyalty, and hard work which an employee can have towards the company, ONGC. So I believe that I possess these qualities. So I am opting for ONGC as a career opportunity.
Okay. Do you have information about the whole structure of ONGC? ONGC group of companies?
Yes, sir, I do, but a little bit of knowledge about it.
So what did you prepare if you are interested in joining ONGC?
Right.
You did not prepare something about ONGC? You did not try to search something about ONGC?
Yes, sir, I do. I have searched about the ONGC.
So what things?
Sir, ONGC is a Maharatna company, and it is the biggest wealth creator for government, and it is also accountable for 71% of the domestic production of raw materials of crude oil, which is the raw material for production of other items like petrol, diesel, LPG, gas, etc. And
From
it has
the point
also,
of view of legal advisor.
Pardon, sir?
Did you try to search about ONGC?
Pardon, sir?
From the point of view of an legal advisor, since you are a law graduate, na?
Yes, sir.
So from the point of view of that person, what did you search about ONGC?
I have searched, sir, that what are the in what ways a legal advisor can help, or what are their roles in the ONGC. Then I found that there are multiple sectors in which the legal advisor can play a crucial role for the ONGC, which includes the contract drafting, contract, then in arbitration proceedings, etc.
Okay. Okay, Sudhir sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Hi, Rich. Do you have any work experience prior to this?
No, sir, I do not.
So you're a fresh grad.
Yes, sir.
So what is a writ?
It is a kind of petition which is filed in the High Court basically writ is an order. Writ means
Okay.
an order.
Okay. What are the types of writs?
There are 5 types of writ which is mentioned in Article 32. These are habeas corpus, certiorari, mandamus, quo warranto, and prohibition.
What is the difference between prohibition and certiorari?
Prohibition means when superior authority, when superior court prohibits the lower court from taking an action, that is prohibition. And when certiorari is when a lower authority exceeds the jurisdiction conferred to it, then a step taken by higher authority is the certiorari.
Okay. So what is the role of court there in certiorari?
Court act as a guardian wherein so that the subordinate court do not misuse their power or exceed their jurisdiction.
Okay. So you know about extraordinary general meeting, right?
Pardon, sir?
Extraordinary general meeting.
Extraordinary general, no, sir, I don't.
So when a company calls for an extraordinary general meeting, in corporate law, there is something called as, so there are generally meetings that happen, right? Some are mandatory meetings, some are optional meetings, board meetings. You're not aware?
No, sir, I am not aware.
Okay. So what is the difference between corporate law and business law?
The corporate law deals with the entity, corporate entity, the company which is registered, whereas business law includes not only business law is a broader term which includes corporate as well as the small business owners.
Okay. What is MOA?
MO is a memorandum of association.
What is it?
When a company is being started, then it is a kind of structure or the framework for a company wherein a company it deals with as a company how to work, what are the functions, and in which field it can work. So it is a guideline for a company.
Okay. What is memorandum of what is articles of association?
Articles of association is also sorry, sir, I am not aware of it.
Okay. What is section 23 of Company Act?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware.
Not aware. And tell me something you know about ONGC.
ONGC.
Yeah.
ONGC is a Maharatna company, public sector company, which contributes to 71% of the production of crude oil, which is essential for the other companies for production of petroleum, petroleum products like diesel, petrol, LPG gas, and it has other subsidiary companies as well, like MPRPL, Mangalore Refinery and Petroleum Limited, HPC, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, and it is the biggest wealth creator for the government of India.
Okay. So, as a law officer, what do you think are the important qualities an individual should have?
Important, sir, I believe that a person should be loyal, dedicated towards for working for the company, and must be hardworking and see himself and want himself to be an asset for that company, not being just an employee.
How is it different from other employee, and then so how will you make a difference? What will you do more than an employee does?
I believe that the potential which I have, I will fully utilize my potential for the in working for that company. And if there are other avenues to display, I believe that I possess such, I believe such skills which is required in other areas as well.
So can you define what is arbitration?
Pardon, sir?
Can you define what is arbitration?
Arbitration is a kind of alternate dispute resolution in which a third party arbitrator tries to resolve the dispute. And the award passed by arbitrator is binding.
So what is the act concerning
it is governed by Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996.
Okay. So do you know what is the patents and trademarks?
Yes, sir, I do.
So do you know any patents and trademarks held by IOCL?
No, sir, I do not.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of any patents and trademarks of IOCL?
No, sir. Sorry, sir.
So you told in your session with my colleague, you told that your hobby is outdoor sports. What outdoor sports do you play?
Sir, I used to play cricket, football, kabaddi, and volleyball.
So where is the FIFA being held now?
FIFA is being held in Qatar.
Qatar. Who is your favorite team?
Sir, I actually only play football and do not watch.
But you are told it's your hobby. You should know, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Who is your favorite player?
Favorite, I actually do not watch much, but Messi, I like Messi, Lionel Messi.
Okay. That's it from me. Vijender, you can take over.
Yes. Ritu, are you aware about the contract law?
Yes, sir, I do.
What is that?
Sir, contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law, and it is governed by the Indian Contract Act 1872.
72.
Right.
We have not updated it, huh?
No, sir. Sir, we have amended some part, some section, but the whole the framework is remained that.
So these arbitrators, there are arbitrators. Can
Yes,
you tell me
sir.
who are the arbitrators between ONGC and maybe private companies?
Sir, arbitrators can be decided by the first the parties itself. If a parties do not appoint the arbitrators, then in case of domestic arbitration, the parties can approach the High Court, and High Court from the panel of arbitrators appoint the arbitrators. But in case of international commercial arbitration, the parties have to approach the Supreme Court of India for the appointment of arbitrators.
So recently, the Supreme Court, there were some couple of judges of Supreme Court which were arbitrating between ONGC and private company. And because of some reasons, ONGC is requesting Supreme Court to remove these arbitrators. Are you aware about this entire thing?
No, sir. Sorry.
Very is news nowadays. Are you aware? No.
No, sir.
Okay. Can arbitrator increase the terms and conditions once they are assigned the duties?
No, sir. The terms and conditions are are only agreed between the parties, and arbitrators cannot increase the term.
Let's say this way, that we fix some salary to the arbitrators, but after 2 years of arbitration or something, they want to increase the salary.
Is it if the parties to the arbitration agrees, then only it can be agreed.
Obviously, parties will never agree to increase the salary.
Then
why they will increase?
Then the matter can be referred to the High Court, but without the consent of parties, arbitrator cannot increase.
Okay, Ritu, how you don't have any experience? We are getting so many people with experience also. So how do you think that you should you stand a better chance than others for this particular post?
Sir, I believe that I possess the essential attributes which is required for the any employee of ONGC, which includes hard work, dedication, and loyalty. And I believe that I also have the if I believe that if opportunity in other avenues is given, then I possess the enough skills to display such qualities in myself.
Okay. So, Ritu, are you aware about the growth opportunities and expansion, policies of ONGC? What are the expansion policies they are following now?
Expansion policies.
Yeah.
I'm only a little bit aware that the company is acquiring or expanding its area to other countries as well. For example, ONGC Videsh is also was also started to expand its work.
You know, HPCL is also subsidiary of ONGC, right?
Yes, sir.
And HPCL is also Maharatna company.
Yes, sir.
So once it becomes subsidiary of ONGC, does it enjoy the same kind of financial autonomy?
No, sir. When it becomes a subsidiary, then it works under the ONGC, not as and it does not have such financial autonomy as it was.
Can you name the CEO of HPCL and CEO of ONGC?
HPCL, I am not aware of it, but the chairman of ONGC is Arun Kumar Singh.
You know what is downstream company? What is upstream company?
Downstream company. So yes, sir, I do. If a company is operating in some field and it acquires or have collaboration with the, for example, if a steel company is, so the raw material required for that particular steel, if the company is having collaboration with that company, then that is a downstream. And if a steel is being, for example, sold out to any company, then that particular company will be upstream.
Okay, let me ask you, ONGC is upstream or downstream company?
ONGC for particular ONGC for companies, for some companies, it is a downstream.
And what about HPCL?
HPCL, sir, I'm not aware of.
Okay, I think we can give you feedback. So I start from my side, Ritu. Ritu, you go on Google, just type ONGC, and below there will be news. Just start listening to all the news. और जो मैंने एक आपको news बताया ना, बहुत relevant है. You understood what is to be done? Go on Google and just type ONGC. जब जैसे तुम टाइप करोगे तो कुछ निकल के आएगा, वहां पे न्यूज में जाना. Go to news. That means all the current news related to ONGC will pop up, and start going through those news which are relevant to you. You are lawyer, you are not a technocrat or financial officer. So relevant to you, you should see. The moment you talk about arbitrator, क्या चल रहा है, तुम्हें पता लग जाएगा. Contract law उसमें mention है तो पता लग जाएगा. और वो important news है आपके लिए. Visit the website and see something relevant for you in website also. Right? CEOs, you should be aware. Who is the Minister of Petroleum? Who is CEO of? जब आप organizational structure देखोगे तो ये जितना subsidiary है. Question have been asked from the subsidiary organizations also. Since you do not have a job experience, so advantage is you are a clean slate, right? Anything can be written on you, and the culture of the organization you can imbibe that very nicely. That can be the advantage for you being a fresher, right? So something like that you can say. So over to Sudhir for the feedback.
Rituraj,
Yes,
can you
sir.
hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I am in.
Yeah, Vijender told there are a lot of arbitration cases happening with respect to ONGC, which you should be aware of. And some issues are going on because these are expected questions from the law point of view. That is one thing. And with respect to the hobbies, you should do a in-depth knowledge of the hobby which you are putting in your CV or which you are telling. For example, you told football. Do some background work on that game, right? What is happening, and so you cannot say, sir, if your hobby means you should know A to Z of it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's it.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
communication skills are good. Your confidence is good, right? And this corporate law, you should be very aware because articles of association, you have to brush up those basic fundamentals.
Okay, sir.
Memorandum of association, you told, but articles of association, these are basics when a company starts, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
and the meetings that happen, boardroom meetings, The basics of corporate law, you just brush up those things. So that's
Right,
it.
ओके ऋतुराज,
yes sir,
प्रेजेंटेशन ठीक है तुम्हारा, सब कुछ ठीक है, कंटेंट को थोड़ा और स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, ठीक है।
जी सर,
कंटेंट में अब तुम लॉयर हो तो तुम्हें तो ये देखना है कि ओएनजीसी से रिलेटेड कौन कौन से केस अभी तक चल रहे हैं कोर्ट में कहीं पे या हुए हैं डिस्प्यूट, उनमें क्या डिसीजन रहे, क्या स्टैंड ओएनजीसी का रहा, थोड़ा इस डायरेक्शन में सोचोगे, ठीक है। जैसे रिलायंस के साथ में इनका एक डिस्प्यूट चला था पहले,
राइट
तो
सर,
इन सब के बारे में सब इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल है इंटरनेट पे, थोड़ा सर्च करो, पढ़ो, ठीक है। जिस आप लॉयर हो तो लॉयर के एंगल से आपको दिखाना है ना अपने आप को।
यस सर,
हाँ, और दूसरा जो पूरा स्ट्रक्चर है ओएनजीसी का उसको एक बार स्टडी करो,
राइट
क्योंकि
सर,
ज्वाइंट वेंचर के साथ में डील करना, ठीक है ना, सब्सिडरीज के साथ में डील करना, तो यहाँ पे सभी में तुम्हारा रोल रहेगा ना।
राइट सर,
हाँ, तो इनकी पूरी प्रॉपर नॉलेज आप अपनी वहां पे रिफ्लेक्ट करोगे, और बाकी जो सब ने सर ने पॉइंट बताए हैं उन पे वर्क करो। ओके,
जी सर,
चलो, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Okay, all the best, Ritu.